Good morning to all the students. Students, this lesson is for class 8th for the subject of chemistry, topic molecule, which is covered in chapter 1, the language of chemistry, starting on page number 1 of your textbook titled Concise Chemistry by Selena Publication, and is being submitted to you on 3rd April 2021. This voice is of Mohinisha Thakur. All students may now please open page number 1 of your notebook in front of you. If all students are ready, then let us start with this chapter. All students may now please listen carefully. Students, as you all know that chemistry is a branch of science in which we study about matter, that is, what is matter made up of, what is its nature, structure, and what changes are observed when it is subjected to different conditions. Many theories were proposed regarding matter which helped us to discover the real essence of matter. The basic unit of matter in any state is considered as molecules. This is because molecule is the smallest particle of matter which has independent existence. The molecules are made up of atoms. So students, what is atom? It is the smallest particle of an element. Same type of atoms combine to form an element. Now, we will discuss the term atomicity. So, what is atomicity, students? The number of atoms in a molecule of an element is called its atomicity. Depending on the number of atoms present, the molecules can be monoatomic, diatomic, and even polyatomic. Now, turn-wise we will discuss these terms. So, first is monoatomic molecules. So, students, they have only one atom in their molecule. Noble gases like helium and neon are monoatomic. Diatomic molecules, they have two atoms in their molecules. Example, hydrogen, which is H2, nitrogen, which is N2. Now, triatomic molecules. They have 3 atoms in their molecules. Example, ozone, which is O3. And tetraatomic molecules, they have 4 atoms in their molecules. Example, phosphorus, which is P4. Now, there is another type of atomicity, that is a octatomic molecules. They have 8 atoms in their molecules. Example, sulfur, which is acid. So, students, molecules having same type of atoms are called molecules of elements. Example, O2, Cl2, helium, P4. Because they are all made up of same kind of atoms. So, we will call it as a molecules of element. Whereas, molecules having different types of atom are called molecules of compounds. Example, CO2, H2O, NH3. As you may observe through the example that they are composed of different types of atoms. Next, we will discuss the topic which is symbols. So what is symbol, students? It is the short form that stands for the atom of an element. A symbol can be first letter of English name of an element or two letters of English or Latin name. Example, carbon is denoted by C, capital C, calcium by Ca, and copper is denoted by Cu, which is taken from its Latin name cuprum. A symbol represents number 1, name of the element, number 2, one atom of the element, number 3, a definite mass of the element. Next, we will discuss the topic which is valency. So what is valency? It is the combining capacity of element with other elements. It can also be understood in another way. An atom contains electrons, protons and neutrons. The electrons carry negative charge, the protons carry positive charge, and neutrons are neutral. The electrons move in shells outside the nucleus. The electrons present in the outermost shell are called valence electrons. To attain stability, an atom should have 8 electrons in its valence outermost shell. The number of electrons that an atom can lose, gain or share during a chemical reaction is called its valency. Atoms with 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their valence shell lose electrons to become stable and thus form positive ions. Example, whereas in sodium, as you all know that its electronic configuration is 281. So in the outermost shell it have a 1 electron, so it will lose 1 electron to get their octet stable. So it will lose 1 electron, that is Na minus E electron, give Na positive. Whereas magnesium will lose 2 electrons because they have 2 valence electrons in the valence shell. So it will become Mg2 positive. So atoms with 7, 6 or 5 electrons in their valence shell gain electrons to complete 8 electrons in their valence shell and thus form negative ions. For example, Cl will gain 1 electron, will become Cl negative, or oxygen will gain 2 electrons, will become O2 negative. And just remember that all the metals will lose the electrons, all the non-metals will gain electrons. All the metals are good reducing agents, whereas all the gases are good oxidizing agents. And positive ions are called cations and negative ions are called anions.